Hello everyone, welcome to Flavors of My Roots. Today I'll be cooking a dish from the northeast of Brazil, but especially from the state of Bahia. It's called Arroz de Hauçá. Hauçá means Hausa. Hausa is the largest ethnic group of people in West and Central Africa. So this dish is coconut rice with served with dry salted beef and shrimp. So let's start with our ingredients. You need 2 pounds of salted dry beef. I soak this beef in water overnight. I changed the water a couple times. So now I'm gonna cook this in the pressure cooker for 45 minutes. So I'm gonna cook this. I'm gonna add about 3 cups of water. I chopped the beef in cubes so to be able to cook really much faster. Let's move on to our coconut milk. 3 coconuts I have here. I bought earlier today 6 coconuts, so I'm just gonna be using 3 small ones, chopped. I have 5 cups here of hot water. Just adding 4 cups for right now. Let's blend this, but be really careful, okay? Because since the water is hot, so start really low. Done blending, and now let's strain it. I have a cheese cloth. You will need a cheesecloth to strain it. I'm taking milk from a cow. Okay, let's. I'm gonna put the residue of the coconut here. Maybe I can use this for later to make macaroons, whatever. While the beef is cooking, let's prepare our coconut rice. Some people prepare this rice with only water and salt. Some just half and half, coconut milk and half water. But I like my food with tons of flavor, so I'm going to saute first the coconut. I'm going to saute the rice with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 cloves of muddled garlic with half teaspoon of salt. 2 cups of rice, so let's add our rice here with garlic and olive oil. Let's add the coconut milk. I'm going to add 4 cups. Okay, let's cook this for about 10 minutes on medium to low. The rice is done. Let's cover and leave it aside. The beef is done cooking. Smooth this out. So I need to strain the water. Now it's time to shred the beef. Okay, so with a fork, I just do this. Growing up, I remember eating these delicious, weird food. I remember my dad's, my great-grandfather from my dad's side. He lived up to 105 years old. I met him when I was 4 years old. That was in 1982. He died, that's the time, like 40 years ago. And I wish I had asked him so many questions. You know, by that time I was 5, so what can a 5-year-old, we don't think about those things. I mean, he was a slave. It was just amazing. All those things that I remember he saying, and it's just wild. And couple years later, I found out that my great grandfather from my mom's side, well, my great grandfather from my dad's side worked for my mom's grandfather as a slave, which is wild, you know. Okay, so it's almost done. It's all shredded. So now let's saute the beef. 3 tablespoons olive oil, half of a small onion, 2 cloves of chopped garlic, and 2 tablespoons of chili. You can also add red bell peppers. Okay, let's add the meat. I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon of chives, about 2 tablespoons of cilantro. It's ready. I'm going to leave this aside, and now I'm going to prepare the shrimp. 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 teaspoon of palm oil. This is optional. 4 cloves of chopped garlic. Oh, let's add the onions. I usually saute the onions first. Forgot to do that, but that's okay. Let's saute these together for 2 minutes. I'm adding 1 chili pepper. Now let's saute the shrimp. 2 pounds of fresh shrimp. This dish is made with dry shrimp, but since I'm the only one that likes dry shrimp at home, so it was like 1 against 3, so I've decided to make with fresh shrimp. I'm gonna add some salt and a little bit black pepper. Let's add cilantro, chives, and I'm going to add just 1/4 cup of coconut milk. And the shrimp is ready. I'll put it aside. Let's put the plate together. You need something like this, like a cake pan. You can add coat with olive oil, a little bit of olive oil, or even water is fine. Okay, let's add the rice. Oh yeah, not perfect. See, have some holes, but doesn't matter. The shredded beef around the sides, like this. Now let's add the shrimp. I'm gonna put some right here, like this. And you add the shrimp on top of the shredded beef. If you want to make this dish with just the shrimp, you can also do that as well, in case you don't need beef. This was Jorge Amado's favorite dish. Jorge Amado was a very famous writer from the state of Bahia, Brazil. I also like to add peppers. That makes it like interesting. This is such a beautiful plate to serve for your guest. It's gorgeous. Love this. Okay, let's try now. Gosh, that looks so good. And I'm gonna ask you a question. How much would you pay me to eat this whole pepper right here, right now? I'm just kidding. Okay, We're gonna do that. That's not gonna be fun. Wow, the rice, oh, the shrimp, everything smells so good. I'm in heaven. It's amazing. Try this at home and please let me know. Let me know how you make this dish at where you live. For those of you from Brazil, please let me know how you make this dish. And thank you for watching. Cheers.